what it is, what it do. YouTube. We in the place, the building. Let me get my stuff together. But yeah, y'all know. If y'all ain't been in tune, Big Meech snapped on the on his live stream. He snapped, and he said what he said. So the homie right here, matter of fact, shout out to Street Knowledge Podcast. Big up the Street Knowledge Podcast. Let's just get right into it, tell you the truth, man. Let's see what he got to say about everything. Shit. About the Cuffy situation, Tammy. Let's see if they talk about Blue Da Vinci. Let's see what's going on. He's definitely a member of BMF. As you can see, you see the chain. He got the BMF chain, the logo. So let's see what he got to say. I ain't never heard of this dude, and that's why we here.
Yeah, we sound way better right now. That's a fact.
You already know.
All right. So we're gonna get to the point, man. A lot of stuff just be not making sense to me, and a lot of people want to deter me from rolling with my morals and what's real and the things that I stand for. So yeah, Kenny, yeah, what up? We back. That's a fact. They saying what? Whack 100 is act like he's making big noise and trying to pull each coat with the old Cuffy stuff. And for a lot of people I talked to, Cuffy still didn't make what he said or allegations, what he was saying, really still stand valid. So, I just want to hear your take on it, man. I'm gonna let you talk, bro.
Yeah, like I was saying, right? Cuffy ain't in there for the allegations that he's saying transpired between Big Meech and Tammy. He's in there for 2 bodies, and I think it was 2 federal agents that got killed, allegedly.
Excuse me, sir, how old were you when you made your first million?
What is this for?
We're trying to get advice for the younger generation.
I made my first million last year, actually.
What line of work are you in?
I'm in sales.
Okay, what's the best advice you can give someone that's in sales?
You're only as good as...
Right. So,
y'all heard what he said?
Do he feel like I was saying earlier?
That nigga that nigga killed 2 federal
I just want to hear your take on it, man. I'm gonna let you talk, man.
Yeah, like I was saying, right? Cuffy ain't in there for the allegations that he's saying transpired between Big Meech and Tammy. He's in there for 2 bodies, and I think it was 2 federal agents that got killed, allegedly.
Right. So, for what reason do he feel like I was saying earlier? I know Wavy is locked up. That's my man. Love him to death. All that. Things happen when you playing that game. You locked up. I'm not pressed to get connect from Wavy while he's in there. If he was out here, because I know Wavy's status of making things like that happen, then yeah, I'm with it. But he's, Wavy in there. So even though he could talk to the girl, Tammy, send the girl to come holler at me, then go back and holler at Cuffy, I don't want to you communicate through her with nothing, which things still didn't transpire the correct way because they saying she started having an affair with the feds or whatever, how it may go. But what made him think that in his mind that it was still third party and a man did 27 years still?
That's the shit I be talking about. That shit be, they just be on some real.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
That man ain't do 25 motherfucking years for y'all to be capping on his motherfucking name, trust.
Yeah. Yeah. You
I'm
know,
not understanding. For the life of me, I can't understand it.
I think Cuff is butthurt, right?
Right.
It seemed like he got the liking of Tammy, you know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
the fact that it didn't go the way as planned from his standpoint, and
Right.
he got jammed up in his own shit.
Oh, so Cuffy was fucking Tammy too.
What?
Oh. So Tammy had done moved on, slid over there where the big dog was Big Meech. Big Meech. You know what I mean? Big Meech slid off in them drawers and now, you know what I mean? I don't, Meech probably ain't even, I don't know, Meech probably was hitting that ass. But then Blue Da Vinci the one who bring her around from what I heard?
You know what I'm saying? It's now it's shade. Now it's like the blame game. That's how niggas do. You know what I'm saying? Niggas do that shit.
And,
Remember? You know,
and he was reading on some stuff with Whack 100 and was saying whatever he was reading, it was, stuff like that paperwork can sound like it makes sense, but still at the end of the day, it really don't. I know for facts of how the feds play games and put people's names in other people's paperwork and knowing these people don't even really rock with each other and or they're not really, it's nothing really factual about it, but it sounds like they talking about something and it really ain't nothing. And they utilize that sometimes to actually make a person think that they got something. And in our culture, 9 times out of 10, they gonna say, "Oh, word, he said all that, or he's saying this."
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm gonna start saying this,
The fuck shit.
and
well,
that's what they was looking for, fishing.
you know, Cuff is really the rat though. He's on niggas' paperwork.
And this
There's
is what I
no
told
way.
the
There's
homie
no
saying
way. There's no
earlier
way.
on.
Say you swear to God. Say you swear to God. Put that on mother. Say. Put that on Allah. Say wallahi, bro. Say wallahi. Say you swear to God. I just.
Cuffy doing the one, he the one doing
Boss Talk.
I think he told on the sheriff that the sheriff is a elected official.
What?
You know what I'm saying? He something like that. You know what I mean?
So if he's doing all of that, what made him think that he got the right to be speaking about anything at this point right now?
Absolutely, absolutely. Like it's a
right.
smear campaign. You know what I'm saying? Ever since that whole situation happened.
Shut up,
Yeah,
mom.
that was he got
Silence from you.
that
Okay. You're cut off from talking.
With Fifth, it became a smear campaign, a slander. Like, you know what I'm saying? Trying to, you know what I mean? It's straight defamation, to be honest with you, however they want to put it.
Whoa. What's that? I just built a
yeah,
budgeting app in Base
defamation of
44.
character.
Guys.
Yeah, see, man, that's deep. Defamation is deep, but
That's a big word.
a person like Cuffy, you can't even sue him. What you gonna get out? He's in jail. So you have to take the other route if that was the case. But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
You gotta take the other route. What's the other route? You know what I mean? Let us know what the going on.
It's definitely slander, but they're trying to read off paperwork. So if they reading paperwork, and see, that's what at this point Wack will be doing. He's gonna say I'm reading on paperwork, but sometimes you can read the wrong stuff, and if it's not right, you should have fact checked before you did it. Will cost you a lawsuit. It happened with Dame Dash before, and it was somebody I introduced him to, and he took the information thinking it was for somebody else that he was battling against. But it was, some stuff with Master P and a few other people. But he said it wrong, and he said it in public, and that's how they were able to accumulate a lawsuit against Dame. You know what I'm saying? So, but my thing is, I haven't heard nothing that's concrete from Cuffy, man.
But it's just the same way how in my situation last year, and I'm gonna bring it up, how niggas took that and ran with it. Allegations, never got convicted of it. Anybody could accuse somebody of something, right? And then
Right.
them
Right.
motherfuckers get mad at me and want to fight me for something that they try to leak out and try to make me look like, you know what I'm saying, I was somebody that I wasn't out here. It's the same
Right.
type of shit.
Right.
Real
I
talk.
get it. I get it. I'm just confused about the whole situation. How a person do 27 years in there with real official men. You can't go in that yard. You can't do nothing without showing your paperwork. And what they're trying to utilize is third party, is that nobody wouldn't know because it would be third party if the actual deal would have went through. But he said, excuse me, Cuffy saying nobody thought he was going to go to trial. So being he was going to trial, that type of stuff came out. My thing with third party, right? Third party that I know of, I'm not all the way fully educated with all of the law, but my third party thing, from what I know, is when a person, one got his time and the other one got his time. No, one person got his time and he could set something up. But if the deal didn't go through with Cuffy, even though he went to trial, see, when you go to trial is when they
Gotta get it together, champ.
you get me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
When you go to trial, it's
Get it right.
information of everybody telling all the stuff that they have against you. So if you cop out, they won't tell you.
Yeah, he been telling too, from what I hear, from what I had told Mark was saying, Pyro Mark was saying.
Ma Jane.
Yeah, he was breaking it down about some paperwork. Well, he didn't say nothing about Wack for his paperwork. He was saying something about Cuffy is an informant, or was telling.
And I got some info that Cuff was sending Meech letters to sign, right? To So basically the letters, I'm gonna sum it up. The letters is basically, I don't know if it was like an affidavit or something that Meech
Uh-huh.
had Meech had to sign, so Cuff could come home and Meech would have.
Both of these boys shit fucked up. Who am I to talk?
Say it
My
again,
shit
man.
fucking up too for some reason.
It was a thing that Cuff was sending. Hold up real quick. Cuff was sending Meech's letter.
That's the stuff that people don't want to hear. They want to hear the bull crap.
Now I'm gonna tell
It's
you,
my
would you
whole
sign
point.
the paperwork? If a nigga sending you paper, so you would stay inside and he come home?
Hell no.
So Meech sent paperwork for.
Cuff was sending Meech paperwork, and from allegedly the paperwork was saying it had an affidavit in there that if Meech would have signed it, Cuff would have came home and Meech would have stayed inside, type shit. So and that's where I feel like that got the nigga mad.
Well, it would be mad, but what made him think that somebody would sign a paper for him to come home?
Some wild shit.
And for them to stay in jail.
Like take this charge type shit so I could come home type. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
It's
what's
crazy.
the significance of that? And for what? That don't even make sense, man. Logically. That don't even make sense logically.
And I try to make sense of it.
It makes sense. It makes sense that why Cuff would be mad.
Yeah, it made total sense on that end. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
it gets deeper and deeper, man. I'm trying to find this Whack 100 joint, man. When he was reading off what or some paperwork Cuffy supposed to sent him. And he was reading it off. But still, while he was reading it, I still couldn't catch the flow of it. Okay, now it makes sense what Wack's saying.
It's choppy. It sounds like more hate, more scrutiny. You know what I'm saying? Than facts.
And I gotta just keep it 1,000. That's what it looked like from me here. Like you want to make me believe what you saying is real. I don't want nobody to make me believe it's real. I just want you to speak it fluently, and I can dissect it and be like, okay, that makes sense. But when you gotta break it down, and like Wack was talking with
Wack be talking like he was there.
What's his name, man? Not I told him. What's our other boy name to be? I told him all.
You said Wack?
The other OG. Nah. Wack was on the phone with him. Damn, man. That proper stuff. And he was trying to break it down to Wack, but Wack still wanted to overtalk on her. You proper, he was telling them when he did a proper in state, you don't have to say nothing, just check the box.
Yeah.
Wack was like, but still, when you're talking about somebody in the proper and you was down with it, he said, yeah, well, my boys went home. I checked the box and they go home. But I'm just saying it's like he want to make everybody be a rap. And that's his content movement. That's his claim to fame of being a content creator. He rolls off of trying to say somebody is a rat. And like I said, once again, the paper he was reading off of Cuffy.
It's almost like what's that other dude name? The dude from Texas, Charleston White. It's almost like he wants to be a Charleston White a little bit to hit the algorithm for hate, or you know what I mean? At least Charleston White makes sense, honestly, sometimes.
Yeah, he speak with a lot of knowledge. Charleston White is very intelligent. But he's
you know what I mean?
That's when my spark got hot. I heard somebody say burn, baby, burn.
Bitch, your little ass die. Charles.
The parts.
Yeah.
Of what he did or done, man. So That's the bottom line to that.
You still here?
Yeah, man. You here?
Yeah, it went. Uh-huh.
But the whole thing is, I haven't seen nothing concrete in my mind. Somebody could show me something different, then all right, cool. But I don't see nothing different. I don't like people trying to be in my mental to deter me from something that I don't see. And I was raised to, if you don't see no paperwork, you don't call nobody nothing disrespectful like that, man.
Yeah.
Ever. Especially a man that went and did time and now he home. I'm confused behind it. To the fact meaning, what make people think that they could do that now after people go and do their time? That's crazy to me.
They trying to capitalize off the hate so they could tell Cuffy stories so they could get money. That's all what this shit is about, man.
And they don't care nothing about Cuffy, man. After this over with, Cuffy won't hear nothing from him no more. They won't give Cuffy 2 pennies.
You know how niggas like I told you, that happened to me. Niggas try to get you out the way with hate, and they think because they pump that hate, people is gonna listen to them. You only get a few motherfuckers with that shit, but real motherfuckers gonna see right through that shit. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of time, you know, that word hate, it ain't even hate. It's selfishness. They doing it because they want to get some attention on them.
It's psychotic
They
to
really
me.
ain't hating. They really doing stuff selfishly. It's called selfishness. You want attention for yourself.
Yeah.
But it really turns out to be hate. For real. Because there ain't no other way around it. But at the end of the day, they doing it for a reason. For themselves. They want attention. They want to look like there's somebody popping if they ain't popping already. And if they is popping, they just want more attention. And this internet is money now. So you create confusion, havoc, get numbers up, you get a check. That's it. You throw your morals away, even though you can't even go outside. So I told them all saying, this internet got people messed up. You can't even come outside now. You got to ride around regular cars with the tinted windows up, because now you saying all this stuff and you be caught the wrong place, you gonna get that head smacked.
Mm-hmm.
For real. So they throw their morals out of the window just for a YouTube check.
Mm-hmm.
So
in real life,
I don't know. You talk to Meech? What Meech talking?
that's what I was saying. You know, with the paperwork thing, with him sending them paperwork while he was locked up. You know what I'm saying?
And see, this is the most Meech spoke since he been home with aggression. You know what I'm saying? Because he couldn't talk.
He got tired of that shit. You know, he's sitting back. You know what I'm saying? Just like me, like I told you, niggas get tired of that shit. Niggas just thinking niggas is pussy or something. You get what I'm saying? And niggas just feel like they can just keep doing shit behind niggas' back, and niggas ain't supposed to say nothing to you. You know, after a while, that shit gonna go to your head like, yo, fuck you, fuck all y'all niggas. Know what I'm saying?
Niggas know that ain't nothing sweet about homie. You know what I'm saying? It's the fact that he on paper, ain't too much he can do right now. I might still be on him, so we gonna play with him a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he got tired of that shit.
Right. And, you know, like I told him off to Boss Talk today. He was like, Boss Talk said, I think we should just don't be on the internet. He told just what I would have told him. You got to get out here and speak your piece. If you don't say nothing,
people gonna think the lie is the truth. Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
It tears your brand down. And nobody's going to let them tear their brand down. They're not going to keep letting nobody talk that type of talk. But ain't nobody, like he said when Meech did that joint over in Detroit, that podcast over there, he said whenever anybody do anything, man, they have paperwork on it. Where's the paperwork?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just making sure
Where's
that.
the paperwork?
Yeah. Sure don't.
And you know, with the cuff situation, it's basically saying Meech tried to get the third party. So if it never even really went through, why would you speak about it?
Cause
So if you're speaking about it, it sounds like you is mad about something.
he's jealous. That's jealousy, man. You know what I'm saying? A nigga that could go so hard like that is jealous of that man. Know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like Meech,
Yeah,
Meech is a living legend. Hands down, he's a living legend.
right.
Right.
Word up. Niggas don't like that. Ain't shit you can say to take away that man status for who he is and what he done did.
Right.
The
That nigga
best that ever
made
did it.
that nigga made a bunch of millionaires.
Real talk.
Rags to riches said pure jealousy.
Yeah. Real talk.
And see, the more a person puts stuff out, when they got a big platform, the more people will believe it. That's why a person always got to speak out. And I'm, 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 I'm waiting to hear more.
I'm glad he did it that way though.
Yeah, cause it's like reading on paperwork sound good, but I told him off, read off something there about Cuffy. He said Cuffy was supposed to do a hit or something, allegedly, for Meech's brother or something. So he said, why would Meech try to tie him into something, knowing that this is the person that was supposed to be doing a hit or something? So pull him in, that might automatically
Implicate him.
set off another one.
That might have been that paperwork that dude was talking about.
But Marv was reading it. He read off Cuffy paperwork. If y'all ain't see it, go to Boss Talk. And Boss Talk was breaking it down. Well, I told him all Boss Talk was breaking it down about how Cuffy was an informant to something. And I'm not saying allegedly because he was reading it off. I'm only speaking about what I told him was reading off. And American Lee said, so could Tammy, could Tammy clear all of this up?
How
If
can
it
she
was
if
something official,
she started this shit?
huh? Right. So my thing is, if it was true, 50 said he was putting a documentary out with Tammy. He was like, and it was coming soon. Whatever happened to that? Why did
You
that
can't
never came out?
you can't keep pushing a narrative of something without true actual facts and put it on hearsay, right? Hearsay can't hold up in court, right? You get what I'm saying? Like real niggas that been through shit know that hearsay can't hold up in court like that.
But according to him, Tammy is basically gonna say, yeah, it was happening. And that's why he was gonna do the documentary. But that never happened. The documentary with Tammy never came out. That got silenced fast.
Like how if you was a confidential informant, how can't you even that go against what you signed, right? Am I mistaken? Like
Right, because it's confidential, right?
so
Confidential
what you gonna go?
informant.
You gonna go do a documentary on something that you signed that you was going to and you got paid off of. You know what I mean? You got bread off of that shit, and you supposed to now exploit the shit even more and make up shit and add shit to the shit and profit off of that?
No, but
Nah.
that would be a mega loss. That would be a humongous loss, especially doing it on the platform and not being truthful and honest. Ravage and Rich said, and what the F is third party cooperation anyway? Third party cooperation is when a person is locked up in a jail by um, by doing things as if they was outside of the jail. Meaning, if the person that's in jail is outside, they can do it themselves, but they can't. So they get somebody else to do it. All right, he would say, Tammy, call Cuff up, tell Cuff we got to connect, tell him that you didn't want me to know or be a part of it, or talk over the phone so you came to see me. You went back to talk to him. That's what Cuffy trying to say. This is what third party is, y'all. She goes to Cuffy, tell him this stuff, but the police is already on standby already. But they don't lock up the connect. They actually saying that the connect was they saying that the connect. No, they saying Tammy was talking to Cuffy, and while she's talking to Cuffy, the connect called. And when the connect called, no, Tammy was talking to the connect first, and then Cuffy called. And when they heard Cuffy calling, they said, "Skip the connect. We want to get the guy they hearing on the phone." In my mind, why the feds would want a small time dude opposed to getting the real connect that got all of the work? This is what was said when it first started, when Cuffy started doing his interviews. They skipped over, they heard me on the phone talking to Tammy. When they started hearing me talking to Tammy, they said, oh no, we need to get him. This was where all the confusion is, where it's not making sense. Feds want big fish. They don't want, I don't care if Cuffy was doing 5 million, 10 million. You're still small time to a connect that can supply you with $5 to $10 million worth of work or
Absolutely.
drugs. Why would they skip over getting the drugs? And that's why they're saying you don't hear about the connect no more. Now the new thing surfacing that the connect was a nigga that was in jail.
Not just stories to read, books to lose yourself in. Every detail crafted, every illustration a world. Folio, beautifully crafted books. Find your favourite story at the Folio Society.
And we don't hear about the dude that was in jail no more, whatever that Spanish dude's name is, that's tied into the conversation as well. But that's how third party work. A person that you know outside, you can call them and ask them to set up something with somebody else. They set it up and it goes through correctly. The person that's in jail that you did it for will get time off. None of this never even happened. But she so-called started sexing
Exactly.
the Fed dude. Why would the Fed dude want to sex somebody that they got a big fish on the line also? Why would they sex Tammy? Even though you got some men that just think with the Johnson, feds are humans too. And I guess she's just that glorious and sexy that he don't care. He gonna compromise the case, but he gonna sneak him a little bit of that poo-poo.
That part. And number one deadly sin.
Knowing that. But nobody never said how they found out that the Fed was sexing her. That never came out. How they find out that she was sexing the Fed guy, and then they say, oh man, we gotta drop the whole case against Cuffy. Because she was sexing the guy. How that happened? Where's that at in the paperwork? That should be in the paperwork too. Case got compromised. So Wack should be reading all of that off.
Right? He's not. Again, they trying to build something where Cuffy becomes credible enough to tell his story and cash out from it. This the type of shit that happens behind the scenes. Meech's story was credible enough.
Boogie.
Huh?
I'm listening, my bad.
Yeah. Meech's story was credible enough to sell the stars, and Fifth profited off our likeness, the BMF likeness, right? Once he got that bread, we wasn't credible enough no more. Go on to the next one, right? For whatever personal issues he had, right? And that's how this shit get played out. You know what I mean? You build, like, it's like building an artist. This artist could be the most nerdiest fucking.
J Boogie Severance said Meech did most of his time and had 3 years knocked off because of Amendment 821. Meech being a rat makes no sense. You gotta be goofy to think he snitched.
That's the act that was
Wack.
Yeah.
Huh?
It was the Fear Act, something like that.
The Fear Act.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's it was in place. I forgot the name of it, but it's something fair something. I gotta look it up on my phone. You know what I'm saying?
He said plus Meech was the big fish. The feds don't let the big fish off their hook. Snitching ain't even an option for him. I mean, that kind of makes sense, but if a person is locked up and he a big fish, if you can get us a few people, it might could help. But people ain't dealing with you once you get locked up in jail. They're not. It's just because they don't want to be a part of it. They don't know what's going on. That's one thing. But what else would make sense about it is for him to get a connect that was giving him thousands or whatever, how many ever birds he was getting. That would make more sense.
If you got
a person.
Yeah. If you got Chopper already, would you want his assistant?
Right. That wouldn't make sense. You want to get who El Chapo was getting it from.
Exactly.
He was growing it. That's my whole point. Because getting one person that you were selling to,
that shit don't make any sense at all.
It don't. And that's just me adding it up. Ain't nobody convinced me yet that what I'm thinking, I've been around, I've seen it all. I've known too many dudes in and out of this Fed stuff. And Wack was trying to say, oh no, it wasn't Wack, it was one of the people that was on I guess on that clubhouse stuff. Was saying, yeah, you remember people were saying Big Me said he coming home early and all that. And that's the reason why he might have been trying to set Cuffy up knowing he was about to come home.
With Popeye's new $5 Faves menu, you can get this, or this, or this, or this. And no one's stopping you from getting them all. Now there's an idea.
Love that chicken from Popeye. No truth to none of that. It's still no truth to none of that at all. So that's my whole point, bro. It's like I'm not understanding what makes people think that they could say these type of things and not have all the correct paperwork. And then, you know, people be saying Wack 100 be lying, always call everybody a rat. And at this point, it's like, why would we believe Wack 100? When you are cool with a dude like...
My time went out for a minute. I'm here.
And, you know, when you know, people say Wack 100 don't be official.
Yeah.
But his paperwork style of what he preaching on his platform, and you also cool with a rat like 6ix9ine, like you cool with him. I get it. If a person admit to what they do and they admit that they was rap, all right, cool, so be it. But still, you still be cool with a person that is a well-known, real, actual rap. So that's what I'm saying.
We got DC tapping in.
Yeah, King Mac, what up? Salute. So, like, why should I believe everything that Whack 100 is preaching about? That's my process.
Yeah. We got Baltimore in here too, huh?
I got so much going on over here, man. But yeah, man. Snitch and all that stuff is just too stupid now, man.